Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Psych, I got you. I started the video. I knew you were there the whole time. Okay, guys, welcome back to my second car rant. It starts now. Play the intro. Okay guys, due to millions of comments on the last video asking about electric cars, this is my new car rant on electric cars, okay? Are they good? Are they bad? What do I think about them? I promise you, I'll be totally unbiased in this video. Psych! I hate electric cars, they're terrible. They suck. Just kidding, guys. We're actually going to do some serious debating about electric cars. Internal combustion cars versus electric cars. Internal combustion cars are the cars that run on gas, in case you're wondering. Okay, here we go, guys. We're not going to be talking about normal electric cars that you can buy that are boring and BMW i3. Can I get a collective E? We're going to be talking about the performance market of electric cars. They are huge right now. Everybody's making them, right? Every single performance company is either planning on making one soon or already has made one. A few of the big ones out there, Lotus Evija, an actually good looking electric car, like the first ever. Then we have the Pininfarina Battista, and we have the Rimac C2. All of these cars are incredibly powerful, and we will be comparing them to, you know, their competitors, their internal combustion competitors. The new electric performance cars. Companies are going all or nothing on these. The cars I just listed all make upwards of 1,900 horsepower. In comparison, the most powerful combustion engine car right now is the Koenigsegg Jesko from my boys at Koenigsegg. I love that car. That makes 1,600 horsepower. The Lotus Evija, the most recent one, 1,960 horsepower. Like, it's almost 2,000 horsepower. It's 2,000 metric horsepower. I might do a rant about that one too. Also today, we're just talking about all electric cars and all combustion engine cars. I'll have another thing on hybrids coming up soon. Electric cars, what do I think about them? Are they cool? Are they not cool? Yes and no, okay? Obviously, the performance they offer is huge. It's so fast, like scary fast. I've never driven an electric car, so I can't be totally knowing everything about it, like what's it like to drive, but I can tell you my thoughts on it, which I'm going to do in this video. What do we got? Batteries. That's what electric cars run on. I have an example right here. Here's how an electric car works. I might make some videos on this thing. This thing's awesome. Anyway, you have a sack of batteries, okay? This gets charged. Then it goes through some wires, through some other stuff, into the electric motor, which then powers the wheels, okay? In an internal combustion car, we have gas in a gas tank, it goes in the engine, it explodes, and then the car moves. That's how it works in a nutshell. What are the differences? What's it like from a car enthusiast perspective? Me, I like gas burning cars. I think they're quite a lot cooler than electric cars. Now, from an engineering standpoint, I see how electric cars make sense. With electric cars, there are many performance benefits. You can do four-wheel drive without having a drivetrain in the middle, and you have no need for a lot of cooling. The battery still needs cooling, but not near as much as a gas engine would. You got plenty more space to work the aero. Like, look at the back of the Lotus Evija, all right? That's a freaking rocket boost looking thing. I love how that car looks. So you can do crazy stuff with the aero when you have electric cars. Also, you can control where the power goes totally. When you have 4 electric motors for each wheel, that's usually how they do it. You can control how much power goes to each wheel, which allows you to do what's called torque vectoring. All right, you perform more power to the outside wheels, less to the inside wheels, which helps it get around a corner, blah, 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 engineering stuff. Like I said, you can get so much power out of an electric car. Almost 2,000 horsepower in a road legal machine is insane. My Dart makes 160 horsepower. Okay, hold on, let me do some quick maths with my super calculator. 160 divided by 2,000 is equal to 0.08. My car makes 0.08 of what Lotus Evija makes. 2/25. My car makes 2/25 of the power of a Lotus Evija. It's ridiculous how much power this Lotus makes. Even the Pininfarina and the Rimac up there. This is so fast, dude. Now, like I said, the benefits, you can get crazy good cornering with the torque vectoring out of them. Also, you get insane launch. In a gas-powered car, it needs to be spinning in order to make power. Whereas an electric car, it makes all its torque at 0. So, in a launch, right, It doesn't have to spin up or do anything. You just press the gas and it goes. It's incredibly quick. That's why Teslas are destroying drag strip, because that instant torque. However, electric cars usually don't have transmissions, right? Maybe 1 or 2 gears, because they make so much torque you don't really need the gears. In a combustion car, you have many gears. Electric cars often die out at high speeds. Hence, Lotus Evija, top speed, 220? Same with the Pininfarina, around 217. They're limited. The electric motors spin really fast, but with no higher gears, you're limited to about 220-ish miles an hour. Whereas Koenigsegg Jesko, that's aiming at 300 miles an hour. Now, when you're on the road, that doesn't really make that much of a difference. You're not going 200 miles an hour. I wish. Performance benefits. Instant torque, you're super fast off the line. Torque vectoring, okay? It allows each wheel to be given different amounts of power depending on what you're trying to do. Huge benefits for performance. Lots of open space in the car, all right? You can put the batteries pretty much anywhere you want. Often there are a lot of them. So either behind you or in between the seats is usually one. Tesla mounts them real down low in the floor so you have a low center of gravity. Whereas a combustion car, the engine needs to go in a set spot. It needs a big spot for the engine. You know, you can engineer the batteries a lot. You can get them anywhere you want for airflow or for more seating comfort, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. Downsides, like I said, started off lower top speeds. Not a huge one. You know, unless you're in Forza, it doesn't really matter if you can go over 250 miles an hour. It does matter for bragging rights. Seriously, when your car can go 300 miles an hour, that gets you major bonus. Why I said initially I'm not a huge fan of electric cars is because cool factor. Driving a fast car, in my opinion, is number one, supposed to be fun. Yes, you get crazy numbers out of it, and electric cars are all about the numbers. But to me, it's all about fun. And going fast is definitely fun, but going fast with a good engine note is way more fun than going fast without one, in my opinion. Which brings me to the biggest downside of electric cars is there's no freaking engine note. It's just... Whereas in a gas-powered car... Electric car... Combustion car. Huge difference. Massive difference. I have a Dart, okay? It's not that fast. It's fun to throw around, but it has a good engine note to it. For all you people telling me I need to get an exhaust, I hear you. Please donate me money so I can get an exhaust. Actually, I'd probably turbo it first because power. Back on topic, electric cars don't have an engine note. And sure, you're going 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, which to me just sounds like freaking whiplash. It's about fun and rowing through the gears, even with paddle shifters when you have that engine note, guys. It's so good. That's why I love Lamborghinis. V12, V10, just screaming behind your ears. It's so good. See the difference, guys? It's huge. But is it worth it to sacrifice that engine note? Is it worth it, guys? In my opinion, no. Now, obviously, we are running out of gas. Moment of silence. But are electric cars even the answer to that? I don't know. I don't want to get into all of that. We're just talking about from a car enthusiast point of view. Electric cars aren't the answer to that. I know I said I wasn't going to go into it, but just really briefly. Electric cars are not the answer to the fuel crisis, because guess where we get electricity? From fuel. Focus all our efforts not on electric cars, but on renewable energy sources. Our grid right now, you got a gas station on every corner. Where's the nearest charging port? Okay, and anyway, electric cars take years to charge. Also, with electric cars comes self-driving. I will do an entire video on that. I'm not going to get into that right now. I have a lot to say on that. Anyway, so electric car. Here's our conclusion. All right, guys. Electric cars. Performance standpoint, incredibly fast. Just ridiculously fast. Advantage number 2. From an engineering standpoint, very, very good, right? You can put the batteries where you want. You can put the electric motors where you want. You can have computers control them so much better than you could if you had a combustion engine, right? Much more space for aero everywhere, right? You can design the car exactly how you want. Just the arrow going through it, right? Huge performance achievements from an electric car. However, as a car enthusiast, I prefer the internal combustion car with the engine note, right? That sound is so important to driving. It's so important, guys. It sounds so good when you have a good sounding car, and it just makes you feel so much better, in my opinion. Obviously, electric cars are coming. I can't stop it. I'm an electrical engineer. I'll probably be making them. But to me, a special place in my heart will always be for the internal combustion engine. All right, guys. That's it for this rant. I know I said that I would be doing gaming probably in the next video. I might. I want to do some Forza lap times, okay? Put cars on a track that I made and compare their times, see who can go fastest. Tell me, guys, if you would be interested in that. Also, I might do Minecraft. I don't know. I feel like that might be boring. There's probably better people to do that than me. I am a redstone genius, not to be humble or anything. I am a redstone genius. If you want me to do a tutorial or anything, I can do that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on electric cars, guys. I will be talking about hybrids in another video. Hybrids are interesting. They use both an electric motor and a gas-powered motor, like the Regera. That car's unique, though. We'll do a whole video on that coming up soon. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to my first ever subscriber, Keith. You're the best. Shout out to all my 14 subscribers right now. I love you guys. Give me a hug. Just kidding. Don't touch me. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing to me. And yes, thank you for listening to my rant when nobody else would.